Okay, section 3. And we've got questions 21 to 30. And the first questions are multiple choice, where out of 5 you have to select 2 options. Choose 2 letters, A to E. In which 2 ways is Dan financing his course? Dan is a character. Thank God we are lucky we've come out of the previous one. 2 ways Dan is going to finance his course. Finance means Dan is going to get money for his course from 2 ways. Okay, now listen. Out of 5 ways, he will talk about 3 ways that I was expecting to get money from there, but they refused. They did not pay. They did not agree. I could not manage it from there. So out of 5, there are 2 ways from where he got the money for his course. A, receiving money from the government. Just underline government. Now you understand Dan is financing the course. So government, they have some scholarships. So he got the money from government. That is option A. B, his family are willing to help him. Family. Do you understand? You don't need to focus everything. Number 1, A is government. B is family. College is giving him a small grant. College. No, it's college. College, right? Yeah, मैंने अनेक भी लगाई हुई है. All right, okay. D, his local council is supporting him. Local council. Option E, former employer. Former employer means my ex-boss. Is this clear? Now, do you need to read all the options? Not at all. So sometimes it's only one word in the option. Now just tell me, option A, what is that word? Government. Option B. Option C, college. Option D. And option E, exactly. Now listen carefully and they will speak about them in any order. So from where he got the money, that will be your answer. And the source where he did not get the money. For example, say, I asked my family, but they straight away kicked me out of the house and refused and all that. Okay, so it's not family, right? Let's start. And this time you will select 2 letters and you will tell me both.
Section 3. You will hear 2 students called Dan and Jeannie discussing their studies at university.
Hi Jeannie, how's it going?
Oh, hello Dan. Pretty well, thanks. Have you managed to get the money for the course yet?
Yes, that's all sorted out now, thanks. It took long enough though. It was practically a year ago that I applied to my local council for a grant, and it took them 6 months to turn me down.
That's really slow.
And I thought I was eligible for government funding, but it seems I was mistaken. So then I asked the boss of the company I used to work for if they would sponsor me, and much to my surprise, he said they'd make a contribution.
But what about college grants and scholarships? There must be some you could apply for.
Yes, there are, but they're all so small that I decided to leave them until I was desperate. And in fact, I didn't need to apply. My parents had been saying that as I already had a job, I ought to support myself through college. But in the end, they took pity on me, so now I've just about got enough.
That's good.
Well done. Excellent. See that? The order was, they started from option D, then you can write it down. D, A, E, C, and B. Right? So they talked about all these things, and government, they said, to my surprise, they turned me down after 6 months. About this family. For family, he used the word parents. Then I asked my parents and they took pity on me. Okay. And college, he said, I would use it if I'm desperate. Okay. So it's like this. Let's go on. Questions 23 and 24. Choose 2 letters. Which 2 reasons does Ginny or Janny or Churel or whatever, okay? All right. Which 2 reasons does Jenny give for deciding to leave some college clubs? Okay? So 2 reasons, and she wants to leave college clubs. What are 2 reasons? Out of 5, he will say, well, this is not the reason that I'm leaving the club. So 2 reasons, and Jenny is going to leave college clubs. Option A, not sufficiently challenged. Now, what is sufficiently challenged? That you go to the gym and they say, okay, you hold this bottle and do it 3 times. You do it 3, you're not sufficiently challenged unless there is heavy weight and you say, like that, okay? So option A is she is not sufficiently challenged. It's so easy. They're not putting her into stress or into a stressful situation, okay? It's that. B, activity interferes with her studies. If she says at the same time, I have my class to attend, right? So if this is the reason, then it is option B. C, does not have enough time. She says, I'm very busy with the course, so I have no time to join any club or anything like that. Option D, activity is too demanding physically. Now, too demanding physically means she has to be challenged for that, okay? Physical activity. Option E, she does not think she is any good at the activity. So the activity the clubs offer, she thinks she's not good for that. Now I play the audio. Please listen and answer questions 23 and 24.
So now I can put a bit of effort into meeting people. Haven't had time so far. Any suggestions?
What about joining some college clubs?
Oh, right. You joined several, didn't you?
Yes, I'm in the drama club. It's our first performance next week, so we're rehearsing frantically, and I've got behind with my work, but it's worth it. I'm hoping to be in the spring production too.
I've never liked acting. Are you doing anything else?
I enjoyed singing when I was at school, so I joined a group when I came to college. I don't think the conductor stretches us enough though, so I'll give up after the next concert. And I also joined the debating society. It's fun, but with all the rehearsing I'm doing, something has to go, and I'm afraid that's the one.
Do you do any sports?
Yes, I'm in one of the hockey teams. I'm not very good, but I'd really miss it if I stopped. I decided to try tennis when I came to college, and I'm finding it pretty tough going. I'm simply not fit enough.
Nor me. I think I'll give that a miss.
I'm hoping it'll help me to build up my stamina, but it'll probably be a long haul.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay. Option D and E. Anyone else? Okay, so note it down. The right answer is option A. She is not sufficiently challenged. For that, they use the word stretched. Option C, she does not have enough time. Basically, she's going to leave 2 clubs. And at the end of that, she says, I will continue. Continue means she's not going to leave that. And for some clubs, she says, I'm going to leave, skip, or give up, and all that. Now, please write down the order in which they spoke. B, A, C, E, D. Got it? Now, I play this audio again and focus this one. First, they will discuss option B, then A, then C, then E, and then D. So, let's do it again.
So now I can put a bit of effort into meeting people. Haven't had time so far. Any suggestions?
What about joining some college clubs?
Oh, right. You joined several, didn't you?
Yes, I'm in the drama club. It's our first performance next week, so we're rehearsing frantically, and I've got behind with my work, but it's worth it.
I got behind with my work, but it's worth it. Means इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. So option B, activity interferes with her studies, but she's not going to give up. Leave means she's going to leave that club. But she said it's worth it, so B is not the right answer. Now come to option A.
I'm hoping to be in the spring production too.
I'm hoping to be in the spring production too. Means she's not going to leave it. She wants to be in the spring production in the future. So option B is not the right answer.
I've never liked acting. Are you doing anything else?
I enjoyed singing when I was at school, so I joined a group when I came to college. I don't think the conductor stretches us enough though.
I don't think conductor stretches us enough though. Conductor means who is just, following that music and all that, the leader. So conductor stretches us enough though. Stretches us enough though means not sufficiently challenged. Now what does she do?
So I'll give up after the next.
I'll give up after the next week. So A is the right answer. Give up means to leave. She's going to leave that club. So the first right answer is A. Now please come to option C.
Also joined the debating society. It's fun, but with all the rehearsing I'm doing, something has to go, and I'm afraid that's the one.
Do you...
All right, so she says does not have enough time. So it's fun, but it takes too much time. So something has to go, and I'm afraid this is the one. Something has to go, and I'm afraid this is the one means she's going to leave it, right? Okay, I'll just come back a little. Please listen again.
So I'll give up after the next concert. And I also joined the debating society. It's fun, but with all the rehearsing I'm doing, something has to go, and I'm afraid that's the one.
Something has to go, and I'm afraid that's the one. So this is does not have enough time for that, option C. Now please come to option E.
Do you do any sports?
Yes, I'm in one of the hockey teams. I'm not very good, but I'd really miss it if I stopped.
Okay, she said not very good. I'm in a hockey team, but not very good. So what is that, option E? She does not think she is any good at the activity. Now, is she going to leave it?
Decided to try tennis when I came to college, and I'm finding it pretty tough going. I'm simply not fit enough.
Nor me. I think I'll give that a miss.
I'm hoping it'll help me to build up my stamina.
I'm hoping it will help me build up my stamina. Means she will continue with that. That boy is going to leave it, but she's not going to leave it. Very complicated. Now please come to option D. This activity is too demanding physically.
But it'll probably be a long haul.
Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, that is option D. Activity is too demanding physically, but actually she's not going to leave it. So what she's going to leave it, that'll be the answer. Okay, now we go on. Question number 25 and 26. Choose the correct letter A, B, or C. Again, multiple choice. So what does Dan say about the seminars on the course? Now please underline seminars on the course. And Dan say means Dan's opinion. Dan's opinion about the seminars on the course. A. Other students do not give him a chance to speak. So, not give him chance to speak. Just underline that. Not give him chance to speak. Or you can simply write it like no chance to speak. Option B. Seminars make him feel inferior. Just underline seminars make him feel inferior. That's it. Option C. Preparation for seminars takes too much time. Preparation, seminars, and takes too much time. Is this clear? Now, Dan is going to say something about seminars out of 3. And again, for 2 options, he will speak negatively or oppositely. For example, option A. Other students do not give him chance to speak. He says, my colleagues are so good and they always appreciate me when I speak. This is the opposite thing. Option B. Seminars make him feel inferior. If he says, whenever I go to the seminars, I really feel good. It boosts my self-esteem. It means it is the opposite. So when there is something opposite or negative, you are not going to select that. Okay? I play the audio. Listen and answer.
How are you finding the course?
I wish we had more seminars.
What? I'd have thought we had more than enough already. All those people saying clever things that I could never think of. It's quite interesting, but I wonder if I'm clever enough to be doing this course.
I find it helpful to listen to the other people. I like the way we're exploring the subject and working towards getting insight into it.
Option B, exactly. And they did not mention other options clearly. Seminars make him feel inferior to the other students. And for that, he used the word clever. Clever students and all that, okay? All right, question number 26. I will send all these audios to you and then you can practice with this handout, okay? Don't worry. What does Jenny say about the tutorials on the course? So just underline Jenny say tutorials on course. Tutorials are small sessions with your tutor. Option A, inefficient way of providing guidance. Have you noticed I did not read they are an inefficient way of providing guidance. Option B, more challenging than expected. Option C, helping her develop her study skills. So, helping develop study skills. Clear? Now I play the audio. Please listen and answer.
How do you get on with your tutor? I don't think I'm on the same wavelength as mine, so I feel I'm not getting anything out of the tutorials. It would be more productive to read a book instead.
Oh, mine's very demanding. She gives me lots of feedback and advice, so I've got much better at writing essays. And she's helping me plan my revision for the end-of-year exams.
Do tell me, I always struggle with revision.
Option C, they are helping her to develop her study skills. I'll play this one again.
How do you get on with your tutor? I don't think I'm on the same wavelength as mine, so I feel I'm not getting anything out of the tutorials. It would be more productive to read a book instead.
Oh, mine's very demanding. She gives me lots of feedback and advice, so I've got much better at writing essays. And she's helping me plan my revision for the end-of-year exams.
Do tell me, I always struggle with revision.
I've got much better at writing essays and then revision. So writing essay is actually the part of study skills. So option C, they are helping her to develop her study skills. Okay, that will be the answer.